Okay, let's change the view. Okay. Okay, so the three main aspects, and you've heard me say this many times, are body, breath, and mind. BBM, body, breath, and mind. And the one of the things they're doing is bringing those three into balance. And when that happens, then there's an arising of a larger consciousness that's aware of all three at once. So one way to do this, so first focus, let's say, on body, on just do the movement, feel the movement, and remember in this movement we're sinking, you're actually bending the weighted knee, bending both knees really, and turning the waist. So you're sinking down and twisting at the waist, and then the arms just are along for the ride. We're not trying to move our arms. Okay, so we can really feel into the sinking, and the twisting, the spiraling down. Okay. And it's a dropping down, so we're not pushing off with the other foot, we're just dropping down into the weighted foot. Okay? And you can really feel this on the bottoms of the feet. Okay? So, body. Mind, of course we're putting our attention on the body, but we're also aware that this movement is pumping the fluid to increase our immunity, okay, our immune response system. So it's pumping the lymph. And it's doing that by compressing what they call the gua, where the thighs meet the torso. It's squeezing those. And then also up under the arms, where the lymph nodes are concentrated. Okay, so we know that. And not only do we know it, but we can sense it, or we can imagine that we sense it. We can help the lymph move, just having a sense of the liquidity of the body, the movement of the body. Okay, and the breath, when you sink down, that's an out breath. And in order to do it with the breath, it would be much slower. So it can be, if you're doing it at this rate, it can be you're sinking down with 2 breaths. Okay. If you actually follow the breath, let's try this. So out breath, when you sink. In breath when you rise. Out breath. See, it's much slower. And so the breath is what's guiding this movement. Okay, so can you feel the difference? So body and breath are moving in harmony. And mind is empty and just aware of body and breath. And that this is good for the body, that it's moving the lymph and so on, but that this is good. And that maybe you even feel happy when you're doing this, because you're helping the body. And then when that, so you're going to want to mute yourself, everybody. When that happens, when you feel that, the body, you feel the breath, and you feel this joy of just doing this movement and nothing else. Body, breath, and mind come into harmony. Okay? Okay. Let's go to doing it faster now. And the reason we start out faster is because, you know, the mind is busy, we've been doing a lot of different things, and if we really move the body more vigorously, it focuses us more quickly. And you can still be aware of the breath. It's just that there'll be several movements for each breath. Okay, good, good. And just let it come back into stillness. Okay, now when we're moving the body before and paying attention, now we're relaxing the body intentionally. Relaxing the knees, the belly, relaxing the chest and the arms. The body's relaxed. When the body's relaxed and still, the breath becomes obvious. Okay, now with the mind, just create or sense into the vertical posture. So imagine the vertical column or beam, and feel that in the body. So the body is in alignment with the earth and with the stars. And now maybe you can sense into, with the breath, whole body breathing. So breathing in from all directions. Breathing out in all directions. Okay, so that's body, breath, and mind. Okay, very good, very good. Let's go into Trembling Mountain. Okay, so this is overwhelming, the sense of sensation, of feeling with the body. We're really feeling the body, even the internal organs. So that's obvious. And now just focus on feeling the breath. Okay, so the body is bouncing at a certain rhythm, and that's up to you. And the breath is moving at a certain rhythm too. Okay, and then just peek in and notice the mind. That is the mind thinking? Is it active? Is it calm? Just notice. Okay, and then that which is noticing body, breath, and mind, that's awareness, mindfulness. That's big mind. Okay, just a little more. Okay, so stop together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then let's go into Tree and Spring and the backwash. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Or in, out, in, out. Whatever works for you. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, good. All right. And now backwash, starting attention top of the head. The attention goes down the spine. Okay, let's come back up. Okay, the attention now is in the fingertips and the spine. As we come up, the attention comes up the spine. Out the crown, up into the sky, and then all around. Sit down. pointing down to the earth. The attention comes up the spine, and feel it out, extend, 2, okay, very good, and backwash. And once more. Okay, very good. Okay, so starting with your dominant hand, we'll do that with one hand, so pointing down. So in breath, and then down the front, out breath. Switch hands, in breath, out breath. Okay, so the concentration is the fingers pointing, same as tree and spring, lighting up the spine, then up to the crown of the head, but it doesn't go out. And then it comes down the inside front of the body, the inside front, down to the perineum, and up. Just breathe normally. Okay, very good. Now, when the hand is at the top, it starts to go down. Now bring the other one up. Okay, now what we're doing is we're describing this long oval from the perineum up the spine to the crown of the head, down the inside front of the body. It's a very narrow oval. Do this in rhythm with your breath. Okay, very good. Okay, and now turn a little in the direction of the upper hand. So getting the knees involved. Okay, and now extend the arm. Now with your breath. Okay, good. Now reduce some movements. Okay, reduce some movements a little more. Okay, and then end with one hand, palm facing the heart, the other palm facing the belly. Okay, and sense the movement of the body with the breath. As the body expands, the hands move away. As the body rests, the hands move back. Now the breathing will get shallower because we're not moving now. And so the hands move less. Okay, and then finally, just bring the hands right onto the body. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and bring up our stool. For the next part, will be sitting. So it may be a little confusing when I say to look inside the body, but this is very doable. So our eyes, of course, are looking ahead, and we imagine that they turn around and that they're looking inside the body. Of course, they're not, but we imagine the feeling of that, the feeling in the eyes. Just like we can feel the eyes looking forward, we can have that same feeling that the eyeballs are there, only they're looking inward. And this may seem a little strange at first, but it's actually not hard. Okay? So now when we move the eyes, so we turn our eyes inward and focus them down inside the body, so that we're looking down inside the body to the perineum. Okay, the perineum is a zone or a point between the sex organs and the anus, right at the very bottom of the body. This is a very important point in Qigong. It's called the root point. Okay, so we just use our eyes and we imagine looking down at the inside of that point. So we're not imagining it up in our minds, looking at it from the outside. We're looking from the inside. Imagining the eyes looking is just a very good way of focusing attention. So that's the imaginary part, and then there's the feeling part, the sensation. So we feel that. If you've ever been standing on a very high place and you look over and it's very dangerous, you will feel it in your root. The root is trying to connect to the earth. That's what it does in this system. So when we're looking down to the perineum, we're connecting down to the earth, to the body consciousness. Okay? So a person can be completely comatose, but their body still functions because the body has its own level of consciousness. And this is the seat of that. Okay? And if you're sitting, it makes it a little easier even to feel it. Okay? So that's the root point. That's point one. Okay, now with the in-breath, we'll start by looking down inside the body at the perineum. With the in-breath, we're going to move the eyes, or a point of inner vision, up the spines, all the way till we're looking up at the inside crown of the head. Okay? Good. Okay, and then with the next out-breath, the eyes are now they're gonna turn around and they're gonna be looking forward to the inside front of the body. So with the next out-breath, we bring our attention down the inside, the forehead, mouth, neck, heart, solar plexus, belly, lower dantian, and back to the perineum. Okay? So this is really the basis of this Qigong. Okay? So let's just try it. You can do an in-breath all the way up to the top and then an out-breath all the way down, or you can do two breaths. So let's do two breaths. So we're looking inside, down at the perineum. We go an out-breath, and we can feel it. Okay, now with the next in-breath, going to move halfway up the spine, then out-breath, continue up to the crown. In-breath, halfway down the front of the body, out-breath, down to the perineum. Or whatever version of this you'd like to do. So just using the eyes and feeling inside the body with the breath, go ahead and describe this up the back to the top, down the front to the bottom. So we're seeing this, we're imagining it, and we're feeling it. So the imagination wants to imagine this from the outside. And that's natural, but when we add the sense of feeling, it brings it internal. So the eyes are the only thing moving. Okay, after a while the eyes can become still. And it's just the breath and the sensation. Okay, good. Let's take a couple more breaths. Okay, so there are variously 12 or 13 or 14 points on this. This is the microcosmic orbit. Okay, this is the movement within the body. Okay, so we'll just go through it. We'll breathe in and out. So starting at the perineum, and you can put your hands in this mudra. Starting at the perineum, breathe in and out. Okay, with the next in-breath, we're going to come up to the bottom of the spine, the coccyx. Coccyx. And then rest there. Okay. And then with the next in-breath, we're going to move up to the lower dantian on the spine. Rest there. And the next one, we're going to move up to what they call the kidneys, up solar plexus area on the spine. Okay, good. And the next one, we move up to behind the heart. This is all on the spine. Okay, good. Next one, we move up to the top of the lumbar vertebrae, right where the neck meets um, the torso. So and that's the next one. Behind the throat. Okay, good. The next one is at the top of the spine where the spine meets the skull. Move on the in-breath. Okay, very good. Next one is the center of the brain or the pineal gland. And the next one then is the crown of the head. Okay, very good. Now we're going to go down. The next one will be the inside of the forehead, the third between the eyebrows. Okay, next one, we go down to the throat. Okay, and then the front of the heart or the sternum. Okay, and then down to the solar plexus. Okay, and then the front of the lower dantian below the navel. Okay, and then finally back to the perineum. Okay, this is called the string of pearls. So you're aware of these energy centers. You don't have to do every one. You can do starting at the perineum, and you can, so with the in-breath, move up to the back of the heart. Rest there. Then to the crown of the head. Rest there. Then to the front of the heart. And then back down to the perineum. Okay, and then, if you like, let's move to certain ones. Okay, so let's move up to the behind the heart. And then to the crown. Okay, now let's move down to between the eyebrows, and take a couple of fingers of one of your hands and press that point. Kind of hard. And massage it a little, make circles. There's a dent right there. And massage that area. Okay. Okay, very good. And now return your hand. Now focus on that area. So breathe in through that area. Breathe out. Okay, very good. For the next in-breath, breathe in and bring the attention down to the heart. You can place a hand on the heart, feel the warmth, make small circles. Okay, press. Okay, and return the hand. And now breathe in and out through the heart. Okay, from the front and the back. Now from all directions. Okay, very good. So the next out breath, drop down to the lower dantian, place a hand there. Okay, and then return the hand, breathe in and out from all directions into the belly. Relax the belly. Okay, very good. And then drop the attention again down to the perineum. And extend the attention down into the earth. Breathe in from the earth. Breathe out into the earth. This is the vital connection. And this is the last point where energy leaves the body with physical death. It returns to the earth. Okay, very, very good. All right, so just bring the attention into the inside of the torso and sort of light up all of these points. You don't have to be accurate. Just a whole string of pearls. Feel the body glowing. Feel the warmth. Breathe in from all directions. Breathe out in all directions. And breathe out and up. Extend into the universe. So this whole string of pearls is part of this. It's the interior part of this vertical column. Okay, so we take an in-breath from the earth that's being born into the body. Breathe out through the top of the head. That's leaving the body, letting go. Breathe in the top of the head. It's coming into the body. Breathe out down into the earth. So with each set of breaths, we're connecting what they called earth and heaven, or materiality and consciousness. Okay, and now just let go of all the visualizations and all the eye movements. Body, breath. Notice the quality of the mind. And in Taoist meditation, the breath becomes long, slow, even, and fine. Long, slow, even, fine. So this Qigong practices with sitting meditation will energize the body and mind. If you're getting sleepy, move the energy through the whole system. then this whole system is a part of the earth-heaven connection. It's the human part. So it's flowing through the human system. It's coming from the earth, going into the universe, coming from the universe, going into the earth, through this mind-body system. So you can let go of intentionally moving anything and just sense the tingling and the warmth, the aliveness of the Qi. And all of these practices eventually empty out into this ocean of energy. It's not nothing, it's everything. And you're alert to this. You're still aware that this is happening. You don't dissolve into something. The awareness is part of it. So aware of body, aware of breath, aware of mind, aware of Qi. Qi is aware of itself. Okay, and then when you're ready, go ahead and move a little bit. Okay, good. Let's clap our hands. 1, 2, 3. And you know what to do. Okay, thank you so much for your presence. Thank you for your practice. And we'll see you Saturday morning.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
We'll be back again.